you can see the time happening up here.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, we're live.
Okay, here you go.
Here we go. Let's see if I can do this again. All right, so you're gonna lie on your side on the floor, and you're gonna put your forearm down so that you have your full sort of weight down here. You don't have it just up on your elbow. So you have your forearm here, and that holds you up, and then your hips are gonna be stacked one on top of each other. The top leg, you're gonna pick it up and either put your foot here or put your foot here. So this is where I like, because this is the leg that's going to push you up and down or forward and backward. So that's the controlling leg. This leg is just gonna relax and do nothing. So you're gonna take your ball and you're gonna lift your bottom up and you're gonna lay it down over the ball. So where it is underneath here is, if you look at the top leg, where your groin comes across, that's the hard bone of your hip. And so you don't want to roll right on that, but you're going to go a little bit above it. So between your waist and that bone, all this soft stuff in here, okay? So you can come to the front of your hip where there's soft parts there, anywhere along there, almost like a horseshoe shape. So you can go behind the hip into the bottom as well. And so that's kind of where it is, tucked under here. So I'm going to place my leg there. This hand doesn't matter what it does. It can go in front of you or on your knee or whatever. And so I'm going to push with this leg, and I'm going to rock myself towards my head and then let it off. So I'm kind of pushing and releasing, pushing and releasing. So I'm kind of like rocking, almost like those old-fashioned glider rockers, you know, where you're just rocking a little bit. Or you can rock forward and backward. And again, this is the leg though that's kind of pushing. This one's relaxed. So I might do that for 15-20 seconds, and then I might want to move it more towards the front of my hip, and then I'm going to lean forward more into it so that the pressure's on the ball. Or if I move it behind my hip bone, I need to lean back a little bit to get the pressure down into the ball. So anywhere along there is fair game for that same kind of rocking motion. Okay, so that's the hip part. And so where your leg is doesn't matter as long as you just keep it relaxed and lay it down, okay? So now we'll look at the shoulder. I am gonna get a pillow. Okay, so a pillow at home underneath your head, and you're gonna lay very similar where your legs stacked because it gives you a good base of support. Your arm is going to come straight out from your body, okay? So we don't want it down here, we want it up here. And so from there, you're gonna lean back, and wedge your ball right in the back of the shoulder, and when you come over, you're going to kind of come up over onto it. So there feels a little bit too far back to me, not quite a sharp enough feeling. So I'm going to change it. There. So typically it'll feel like a kind of burny, hard feeling, and so those are the spots that need the work. If it doesn't feel that terrible, it probably doesn't need a whole lot of work done. So again, you're going to lay your head on your pillow, your arm is straight out from your body, and you're going to use this part like a windshield wiper. So you're going to let your arm come down as far as it goes. So you never push on it, you just let it do its own thing. And you might relax there a little bit, and then bring it back up to the center. And so at home, you're going to do this nice and slow, about 6 times. And you'll bring it down, and then let it relax. And back up. So that would be 6 times like that. And then you want to make sure your arm hasn't moved, and you're going to back up the other way. And again, let it just gravity pull it down. And so then you do that 6 times. And then the whole thing, all the way down, all the way up, and that gets done 6 times. So once you've done all of those repetitions, then you basically take your ball out, and then you're done. Okay?